all my fans. As you know, my name is Nex, and welcome to another exciting episode of AI Innovations Unleashed. Joining me on the other end of the mic is Dr. JR. Well, he's almost a doctor, just like he's almost entertaining. Joke time, did you hear about the book on anti-gravity? It's impossible to put down.
You never cease to amaze me, Nex. Anyways, welcome to AI Innovations Unleashed, your go-to podcast for understanding artificial intelligence, its impact on industries, and most importantly, how you can adapt and thrive in this AI-powered world. I'm your host, Dr. JR, and this is the very first episode of our special 8-part series on AI skills for 2025 and beyond. Over the next 8 episodes, we're going to break down the essential AI skills you need to stay ahead, whether you're a professional, a student, an entrepreneur, or just someone who wants to understand AI without all of the technical jargon. Each episode will break down complex AI topics into simple, real-world applications. So, don't worry, you won't need a PhD in computer science to follow along. And today, to kick things off, we're looking at the big picture, how AI is shaping our world, why these skills matter, and what can you do to future-proof yourself. Joining me is my guest, Alex Carter, an AI strategist who's been at the forefront of AI transformation across multiple industries. Alex, welcome to the show.
Thanks, Dr. JR. Super excited to be here. AI is changing the game in so many ways, and I love helping people understand how they can use it. Whether you're in tech, healthcare, business, or just curious about what's happening.
All right, let's dive right into the heart of today's topic, the AI landscape in 2025 and beyond. If you've been paying attention over the last few years, you know that AI has been moving at breakneck speeds. It's no longer just a tool for the tech companies. It's now embedded in the way we live, work, and even think. Right now, AI is transforming almost every major industry. For instance, in finance, there's AI-driven fraud protection, robo-advisors, and even algorithmic trading. In healthcare, there's AI-assisted diagnostics, personalized treatment plans, and even robotic surgeries. In marketing and business, we have AI-powered ad targeting, content creation, and consumer behavior prediction. In manufacturing logistics, we have autonomous robots in factories, AI supply chain optimization, and self-driving delivery fleets.
Yeah, and that's just the beginning. We're also seeing AI being used in areas that feel straight out of a sci-fi novel, like AI-generated art, music, and even writing. Some AI systems can create photorealistic images of people who don't exist or generate entire movie scripts.
And with these advances, we're seeing a shift in how society views AI. It's not just about automation anymore, it's about augmentation. AI isn't just replacing human tasks, it's fundamentally changing how we make decisions, solve problems, and even interact with the rest of the world.
Right, and with that shift comes some big, almost philosophical questions, like if AI can make better decisions than humans in certain areas, should we let it? How do we ensure AI remains ethical and doesn't reinforce biases? If AI-generated content becomes indistinguishable from human-created content, what does that mean for art, creativity, and originality? At what point do we start considering AI as more than just a tool, as something that has agency or responsibility?
These are the kinds of questions that policymakers, ethicists, and researchers are actively trying to answer. Take AI bias, for example. If an AI system trained on biased data is making hiring decisions, it could unintentionally discriminate against certain groups.
Exactly. And companies like OpenAI, Google DeepMind, and Microsoft are working on AI ethics frameworks to prevent that. But it's not just up to the tech companies, governments are stepping in too. In 2024, the European Union introduced some of the strictest AI regulations ever, ensuring transparency and fairness in AI-driven decision-making.
And in the US, there is an ongoing debate about whether AI-generated content should be labeled, especially as AI-created deepfakes are becoming more and more convincing.
Which brings us to another huge discussion, AI and democracy. We've already seen AI-generated political ads, and some countries are worried about AI being used to spread misinformation. Just last year, an AI-generated video of a world leader went viral, and even experts had trouble telling if it was real or not.
Yeah, and that's why understanding AI isn't just for us tech geeks, it's for everyone. The more we understand how AI works, the better equipped we are to use it responsibly and to question it when necessary.
Absolutely. AI isn't just a tool, it's a force that's shaping the future. And that's why this series is so important. Over the next 7 episodes, we'll break down the core skills you need to thrive in this AI-driven world.
All right, now that we've set the stage for how AI is transforming industries and society, let's talk about something that impacts everyone, AI literacy. And when we say AI literacy, we don't just mean learning to code or understanding algorithms. We're talking about having the ability to understand, interact with, and critically evaluate AI in our everyday life.
That's a great point, because AI is no longer something that only data scientists or engineers need to know about. It's in your smartphone, your email, your social media feed, and even the recommendations you get on Netflix. Whether you realize it or not, AI is shaping the way you consume information, the way businesses market to you, and even the way financial institutions assess creditworthiness.
Now let's take a step back for a second. AI has been evolving for decades. In the 50s and 60s, it started as a theoretical concept, with early machine learning models that could barely play checkers. Then in the 90s and 2000s, AI started showing up in specialized areas, like IBM's Deep Blue beating world chess champion Garry Kasparov in 1997.
Yeah, and then the real acceleration started in the 2000s and 10s with deep learning. Suddenly, AI could recognize images, translate languages, and even generate human-like text. Now, we're in a world where AI models can write essays, analyze massive amounts of data in seconds, and even create realistic video content.
So here's the thing, just like digital literacy became essential when the internet took off, AI literacy is now becoming a must-have skill, because whether you're a teacher, a doctor, a marketer, or an entrepreneur, AI is influencing your industry. If you don't understand it, you're at a disadvantage.
Let's break it down. Why does AI literacy actually matter for the average person? For professionals, AI can automate repetitive tasks, analyze complex data sets, and improve decision-making. Knowing how to use AI tools can boost productivity and give you a career edge. For small business owners and entrepreneurs, AI helps with marketing automation, customer insights, and even generating website content, allowing businesses to compete with larger companies. For everyday consumers, AI affects what information we see online, how products are recommended to us, and even how decisions about loans, hiring, and medical diagnoses are made. If you don't understand how AI works, you can't critically assess when it's working for or against you. For parents and educators, AI is already shaping education, from personalized learning platforms to AI-powered tutors. Teaching kids about AI from a young age is as important as teaching them how to use the internet safely.
And here's the thing, AI is evolving fast. Learning the basics today is important, but AI literacy isn't just a one-and-done skill. Just like the internet kept evolving from the early days of email to social media and e-commerce, AI is going to keep growing and changing.
Exactly. The skills we talk about today will need to be adapted in 5 years. AI is moving toward more advanced automation, deeper integration with the physical world, like robotics and smart cities, and even areas we can't predict yet.
And that's why learning how to think critically about AI is just as important as learning how to use it. The more you understand AI, the better equipped you are to ask the right questions, such as, where does this AI get its data from? How does this AI make its decisions? And is this AI model biased? And if so, how can we go about fixing it?
Okay, so for our listeners who are thinking, this is great, but where do I even start? There are some great resources out there for learning about AI at any level. I will ensure that I pass them along to you, Doctor, and you can put them in the show's notes.
So, if there's one thing you take away from the segment, it's this. AI isn't just for programmers. It's a fundamental part of modern life. And the more you understand it, the more empowered you will be. Whether it's learning how AI works, using it to make your job easier, or just being able to question it when necessary, AI literacy is the key to thriving in the 2025 world and beyond.
100%. And that's exactly what we're going to help you with in this series. So stick with us. Next episode, we'll break down AI literacy even further and get into the nitty-gritty of what AI and machine learning actually are and how they work.
All right, Alex. Now that we've established why AI literacy is a must-have, let's get into the core of the series. What are the essential AI skills people need to thrive in this AI-powered future? This podcast has 8 parts like we had mentioned, and today is just the beginning. We're going to go over the next 7 essential AI skills that will help you understand, interact with, and leverage AI for your career and business. So, let's go episode by episode, and I'd love to hear your thoughts on each one. Are you ready?
Absolutely. Let's do it.
First up, in episode 2, we're going to break down AI literacy. We'll answer basic but crucial questions like, what is AI? What is machine learning? What's the difference between deep learning and neural networks? And why does all of this matter?
This is the foundation. If you don't understand AI at a fundamental level, you can't use it effectively. You don't need to be a coder, but you should know how AI systems think, process information, and why they sometimes make mistakes. Otherwise, you risk either fearing AI too much or trusting it too blindly.
And AI runs on data, and that's what we'll explore in episode number 3. Why data is the backbone of AI, how it's collected, cleaned, and structured, and the basics of working with data yourself. We'll also touch on SQL, Python, and other popular data analytics tools.
This is such an underrated skill. Most people don't realize that AI is only as good as the data it's trained on. If you can understand the difference between good and bad data, you'll be way ahead of the game. Even knowing basic Excel functions and understanding trends in data can give you an advantage in any field.
And then one of the hottest AI skills right now, prompt engineering. In episode 4, we're talking about how to communicate effectively with AI, whether it's using ChatGPT, Google Gemini, Midjourney, or other powerful AI tools.
Oh, this one's huge. Think of AI as a super intelligent assistant that's only as good as the instructions you give it. If you ask AI vague or unclear questions, you get weak results. But if you know how to structure your prompts properly, you can use AI to write, analyze, generate ideas, even code. It's a skill that's already making people more productive, and those who master it will have a big edge.
Episode 5 then takes a serious turn, AI in cybersecurity. We'll discuss how AI is both used for security and also how it's exploited by hackers, such as covering deepfakes, AI-powered phishing attacks, and even adversarial AI techniques. We'll also discuss the best practices for individuals and businesses to protect their data in this new AI era.
Cybersecurity is no longer just an IT department issue. AI is making cyber threats more sophisticated, but it's also helping us fight back. Understanding basic cybersecurity, like recognizing phishing attempts or securing personal data, is essential now. And with AI evolving, businesses need to stay one step ahead of cyber criminals who are using AI to automate attacks.
Many people fear that AI is going to replace jobs, but in episode 6, we're going to focus on the opposite, how AI is actually augmenting human abilities. This episode will cover soft skills like creativity, emotional intelligence, critical thinking, and communication, all things that AI still struggles with.
This might be one of the most important topics. AI is great at crunching numbers, generating content, and spotting patterns, but it still can't replicate human intuition, emotional intelligence, or true creativity. The best professionals won't be those who compete against AI, but those who know how to work with it. If you can develop strong interpersonal skills and creative thinking, AI won't replace you. It'll enhance your work.
And for all the entrepreneurs, business owners, and managers listening, episode number 7 is for you. We'll cover how AI is revolutionizing business strategies, marketing, customer service, and automation, and we'll discuss ways to integrate AI into existing businesses.
If you run a business and you're not using AI yet, you're leaving money on the table. AI is automating customer service with chatbots, personalizing marketing, optimizing logistics, and even helping businesses analyze sales trends. The companies that learn to use AI well will have a major advantage in efficiency and cost reduction. If you're an entrepreneur, learning how to leverage AI could be a game changer.
And finally, in our last episode, episode number 8, we'll look ahead. AI isn't slowing down, it's just accelerating. We'll discuss upcoming AI trends beyond 2025, including advancements in artificial general intelligence, or AGI, AI regulations, and how professionals can continue upskilling in a rapidly evolving AI landscape.
This is where it all comes together. AI is evolving at an unprecedented rate, and people who want to stay competitive need to keep learning. AI regulation is going to change, job roles are going to shift, and new AI-powered industries are going to emerge. We'll talk about strategies to future-proof your career, so you don't just survive the AI revolution, you thrive in it.
Before we wrap up, I want to leave our listeners with some real-world stories that showcase just how powerful AI can be. AI isn't just automation or efficiency, it's also about solving problems in ways we could never think of before. Alex, you've seen AI in action across different industries. Got a couple of inspiring stories you want to share with us?
Oh, absolutely. AI is doing some mind-blowing things, and I love talking about real cases where it's making a difference. Let's start with something life-changing. AI in healthcare. Imagine going to the doctor and having an AI system detect a disease before symptoms even appear. That's exactly what's happening with AI-powered diagnostics. A study published in Nature Medicine showed that AI models can detect breast cancer up to 5 years in advance, just by analyzing mammograms. These systems can spot patterns that even the most trained human eyes might miss. And it's not just cancer detection. Google's DeepMind AI has also developed an early warning system for kidney disease. It analyzes patient data and predicts when someone is at risk of kidney failure, sometimes 48 hours before a human doctor could diagnose it. That gives doctors precious time to intervene and save lives.
That's incredible. It's like having a second set of expert eyes, ones that never get tired, never overlook details, and can process vast amounts of data in seconds. What else have you got?
All right, let's shift gears from medicine to something completely different: language preservation. Did you know there are over 7,000 languages in the world, but nearly half of them are at risk of disappearing in the next 100 years? AI is stepping in to help preserve these languages before they're lost forever. Google's AI and nonprofit organizations have been working with indigenous communities to train AI models on endangered languages, creating translation tools and educational resources. These AI models analyze historical texts, oral traditions, and even recordings of native speakers to help keep these languages alive. A great example is Google's Woolaroo project, which uses AI to allow people to take a picture of an object, and the app will translate it into endangered languages like Yawuru, an Aboriginal Australian language, or Louisiana Creole. This means younger generations can continue learning and speaking their native languages.
That is so powerful. AI isn't just shaping the future, it's helping preserve the past. These are the kind of stories that make me excited to hear all about AI's potential. Got a last one for the road for us?
Absolutely. Let's talk about how AI is helping the environment. Rainforests are being destroyed at an alarming rate, often illegally. But here's the thing: AI-powered satellites and drones are now catching illegal loggers in real time. A team of conservationists and AI engineers created a system that analyzes satellite images using machine learning to identify illegal deforestation before it becomes irreversible. Organizations like Rainforest Connection even use AI to analyze real-time audio from sensors placed in the jungle. If chainsaws or trucks are detected, AI sends an alert to conservation teams, who can stop the illegal activity before too much damage is done. In some places, AI is also being used for anti-poaching efforts. Camera traps and drones equipped with AI analyze movement patterns to distinguish between wildlife and human poachers, sending alerts to rangers when a threat is detected. This has saved endangered species like rhinos and elephants from illegal hunting.
So, AI isn't just a business tool, it's actively helping to protect our planet. These examples are proof that AI's impact is so much bigger than most people realize. Whether it's in medicine, culture, or conservation, AI is already changing the world in ways that are meaningful and deeply human.
Exactly. AI isn't about replacing people. It's about enhancing human potential and tackling problems we never could have solved alone. And the more people understand it, the more they can help shape AI's future in positive ways.
So, if there's just one thing you want to take away from today's episode, it's this. AI is already here, and it's not just for tech professionals. It's for doctors, teachers, business owners, conservationists, and you. The more you understand it, the more you can use it to your advantage and make an impact in whatever field you're in.
And that's exactly why we created this series. Over the next 7 episodes, we'll give you the tools to not only understand AI, but to use it to level up your career, your business, and even your personal growth.
And next up in episode 2, we'll go deeper into AI literacy, explaining what AI and machine learning actually are, how they work, and why understanding them is so important. So make sure to subscribe, share this with your friends, and stay connected with us on this journey. We'll see you in the next episode of AI Innovations Unleashed. Until then, remember that innovation never sleeps.